Hi, my name is Andrew Yax, and we thank you so much for considering the idea of judging our last Friday in April poster contest, also known as the McGraw Hill Poster Contest, because now for 10 years, here in 2018, they've helped sponsor this contest. We thank you so much for being willing to at least consider this, or if you've done it before, we thank you so much for all that you've done for our students. Our students have won an enormous number of national awards, and if they've been exceptional, it's because they've gotten exceptional support, and so we thank you for your help. What we're looking for in this contest is basically creativity, persuasiveness, and combined audio-visual impact that is pleasing and professional. The reason why we're doing this little video is because some of the judges thought that perhaps we needed to better standardize and to convey to you what we were looking for. And so, first of all, we want as the first category to which you can give 1 to 4 points, or if it's really bad, 0, but we're considering probably 1 to 4. 1 for average, 2 for pretty good, 3 for excellent, 4 for outstanding. So there would be 3 categories. And, well, what's this thing about creativity, first of all? Basically, a recent book by Aram and Raksa on what virtues higher education hopefully have to give said that the number one goal would be critical thinking. Critical thinking is really a willingness to engage problems, to deconstruct older models or older solutions of those problems, and to create new ideas that can serve as a solution. And we're hoping that somehow our students might get to that scholarly phase of higher critical thinking. And so we want you to, or we hope that you can maybe look for signs of that creativity. Are they merely reflecting something that someone else has already talked about and already said? If so, well, that's kind of a lower order skill. But have they really wrestled with a problem, and do they have their own solution? One key to a creative idea is that they've got a name for it. We had a student a few years ago, who those of you who helped us judge, Morgan Camps. And her poster was about this terrific duo, Mom and Pa Ferguson, who were actually kind of corrupt, but they really worked together. And her term for it was symbiotic super couple. Well, that term had never been used before, and in fact, it got on National Public Radio to describe that kind of surprising oneness and how that couple then functioned. So we're looking for stuff like that. We're looking for higher order thinking that leads to kind of novelty in the title, in the way the student talks about something. Secondly, we're looking for persuasiveness. Has the student really done a lot of reading and research in this area, or are there gaps? Have they been able to deal with the evidence in such a way that it seems to flow in the direction of their major point or their major idea? Have they missed some things? Something maybe that you know about, that they might be a little sketchy about. So the second category, which again would get, say, 0 to 4 points, would deal then with how cogent, how complete is their understanding of the topic that they're engaging in. Finally, we have a third topic, and that is combined auditory visual impact. If you have a sense that this category is not all that well defined, you're right. We wanted to give you a little leeway. We want our students to be professional. We want them to appeal to people in a good way. And I'm sure there are all kinds of cues that you can get, one way or the other. And so we want you to sort of have your category as well here in this last one. Certainly how good the poster is might be part of this measurement. This again would be from 0 to 4. How nicely the student, puts forth their argument might be an important category to you. So this combined audio-visual impact, this impression, then would be the third category to which you could assign well, a goose egg if it was really bad, or a 1 to 4. So there would be 3 categories. A kind of really superlative score would be 4. 3 would be still excellent. You add them all up, and you'll get scores then ranging from possible 0 to 12 for an amazingly outstanding young scholar. And so then what we will do is we'll combine all of these in an Excel spreadsheet, and we'll take the average. Some of our judges would really like it if we would assign various students to each judge, so that we can have a more rounded profile, especially if we could somehow figure out how to do this randomly. Right now we're kind of considering that, but we haven't quite gone that far. So, but if you could help us to try to get a good coverage of people, the way it works is that we don't want to rush you, and we don't want you to feel that you've got to do a certain number. We simply want a lot of judges, a lot of feedback, and we're going to take the average scores that we get for each student, with each judge turning in something from 0 to 12, and whoever gets the highest average is going to win the prize. We thank you again so much for considering this. If you have any questions, be sure to call me, Andrew Yax, at 903-434-8229. If you get an email from me, you've got that number already. Or also email me at ayox@ntcc.edu. That's ayox@ntcc.edu. Thanks so much again.